With that, I will pass it on to Bassel to cover off on major issues in Middle East and Europe.
Thank you, Bhargav. In the EMEA roundup today, we had one assessed event and 11 other developments. In the Middle East, in Iraq, the clampdown on Islamic State sleeper cells continues. Around 24 suspected Islamic State terrorists were arrested by Iraqi security forces in 6 governorates over the last 2 days. Security forces have been conducting several operations targeting terrorists in Babylon, Baghdad, Basra, Diwaniyah, Karbala, and Maysan governorates. In Israel, clashes between Palestinian gunmen and Israeli defense forces resulted in the death of an Israeli soldier and 2 suspected Palestinian gunmen in the West Bank near Jenin city yesterday. So the gunmen shot at Israeli army officers who had attempted to arrest them, and the shootout between the 2 factions ensued after that. This is pretty it from the Middle East region. Over to you, Sitati, to cover on Africa.
Thanks, Bassel. In Africa, the major issue is protest by university students, which was held on September 13th. And the students blocked the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. This is in Lagos City in Nigeria. And the protesters demanded for an end to the strike by the university staff. The strike has been going on for the last 7 months. And similar protests could take place in the coming weeks, and this could result in the blockage of several major federal roads in major cities such as Lagos, as well as Abuja. And so businesses with operations in Abuja and Lagos need to be aware of similar protests occurring in the coming weeks, and such protests could cause disruptions to road travel. That's pretty much from Africa today. Back to you, Bassel, to cover Europe. Thank you.
Thank you, Sitati. In Europe today, there is a strike action that is planned for tomorrow in Italy. So public transport workers will go on a nationwide 8-hour strike tomorrow between 8:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. Italian local time. So the Italian trade unions, including the biggest union, which is the General Confederation of Labor, called for the strike action in protest over physical attacks against its workers. So over the past few weeks, or actually over the past few months, there have been several cases of recorded physical assaults against drivers, controllers, station masters, and as well as ferry employees. So the strike action was actually called by trade unions after authorities failed to address the ongoing situation. It is also important to note that on September 9, train drivers across the country held an 8-hour strike action for the same reason. So businesses are advised to keep a track of the updates on disruptions to bus, tram, metro, train services at the time of the strike. It is likely that thousands of workers will join the strike, as the CGL, which is the Confederation, which is the General Confederation of Labor Union, enjoys significant support across the country. This is it from the EMEA today. Thank you.
Thank you, Sitati and Bassel, for the coverage of EMEA. It's a wrap from us. Please do reach out at info@apacassistance.com to know more about our membership services. Thank you.